Hey guys, so I noticed there wasn't an easy and quick guide to play Artifact on Tabletop Simulator, so I decided to make the video I would like to watch. So this is going to be as fast as I can an explanation of how to play Artifact on Tabletop Simulator. So first of all, obviously you would like to download Tabletop Simulator, and then at the workshop on Steam you need to find the mod. This is Artifact Dota card game by Sparks. This is the best version so far. Apparently a lot of people are playing that. So you just gotta click on the plus sign or on subscribe over here if you open it directly. And then we're going to, well, download that and then go inside the game. So now that we're inside Tabletop Simulator, click create single player or multiplayer actually if you want to play with somebody. And then we just wait until it loads. So this is what the mod looks like, and very quickly, these are the 4 decks that were available at PAX. You shouldn't touch these cards, and these are the different cards that have been revealed so far for the 4 different colors: red, green, black, and blue. So basically these are the heroes that are revealed so far, and these below each hero is their own hero cards. You can actually tell they are hero cards because they have a little face of the hero they came from. So if you build your own decks, you're gonna put 3 of those on each deck. Then you can choose whatever amount you want of the other cards for the colors you want to play, but a deck is constructed by a minimum of 40 cards. Below all of those cards we have the items available. So what you're gonna do before you play is you're gonna group with G, select and then G, to prepare the items deck for the secret shop. So I usually do Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. You're gonna put all the items, flip with middle click, on the secret shop. Actually I'm going to change my color. So basically red is one side, green is the other. If you choose those colors, you're only gonna be able to see the inside of your own boxes, and then gray is the game master. So if you are playing along with 2 other friends working as a referee, then you can see what they have. That's what I usually do with my friends. So then we're going to put the item deck and the consumables. The consumables are these 4. So you select again, group, Ctrl C, Ctrl C, then Ctrl V. Then you're gonna put this deck, hold to pick up cards in a deck, turn them with middle click, and then these 4 are the consumables available. So then, for instance, let's say we're not building our own decks, but we're playing with the PAX available decks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna select 3 heroes that are gonna be your starting heroes. I'm just gonna go for whatever. I'm gonna pick these 3. These are gonna be my starting heroes. I'm gonna select them, I'm gonna group them with G, click and hold, and then I'm going to take them to the middle of the board. So I'm gonna move initiative actually, and I'm gonna leave them here in the middle of the second lane. Okay, so the other 2 heroes will be going on this hero deployment, on the hero deployment area. So your 4th hero will go on ready, and your 5th hero will go on next round. Then the deck is going to go, you guessed it, on the deck slot. And then finally these 9 yellow cards are the cards each player chooses for their deck. Usually 9 is recommended, and they will be showing on the middle of on the middle slot for the shop. So now every time you click flip and shuffle, it's gonna shuffle the cards and show you the 3 available items for purchase after the end of the round for the 3rd lane. Let's do the same for the other player. I'm gonna pick 3 cards, whatever, and then the 2 other cards. So the 3 other heroes will go in the middle for the red player. Then the other 2 heroes will go on ready and next round. I'll more on that later. The deck will go on the deck slot, and the items will go on the item slot. So in this case I actually forgot to place the other decks, but it doesn't matter because I'm doing this. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So remember, secret shop contains all the items available, and then consumables contains only the 4 kinds of consumable items. So the red player's item shop is ready. So we're ready to play. So now we're ready to start. So click on Start Game and watch how the system automatically distributes the first set of melee creeps and then the 3 heroes available, and then it throws in some arrows. So I'm actually going to explain the rhythm of the game. So you start on lane 1. Usually you roll for initiative, so just with R you can quickly spin the dice. Let's say green is odds, red is even. So this time it was odds, so green starts, right? So initiative. Initiative on lane 1. So actually before the first turn every player picks up 5 cards. So before grabbing the cards you gotta press R to randomize or shuffle the deck, and you can pick 5 cards. You can pick them one by one, or just hover the mouse over the deck and press the number 5. I'm just going to grab them one by one and flip. So in order to flip, you select the cards and press the F key. So green has a blue card with 3 that costs 3 mana, and he has a blue hero on this lane, so he is able to play this card. If he didn't have a blue hero, he wouldn't be able to play the card. If he had a red hero, he will be able to play any red card that costs 3 mana or less. So let's say we begin the turn dealing 2 damage. And what I usually do with my friends is just copy these chips and put them below the character. So let's see how much health and damage Red's hero has. So with Alt you can see the actual card to be able to read the information on it. So if he has 10 health and 4 damage, I'm gonna put in with left click it goes up, with right click the number goes down. So let's say he has 4 damage and 10 health, minus the 2 from this card, so he has 8 health. So now the creep has 2 health. So this is the first movement. So this is the first move from the first round for the first turn. So now it is Red's turn. So actually Red cannot play this card because his hero is green and this is a black card. So let's say he wouldn't be able to do anything and initiative is on his side. So now the combat will be resolved. So again, so this is the problem with Tabletop Simulator, is that you have to do the math on your own. So since these characters are facing each other, they just attack the one in front of them. I will explain what happens with the arrows, so that they can just attack the characters in front of them. In this case, for instance, the arrows are automatically generated by the board, but the game is balanced around characters attacking half of the time in front and 25% to the left, 25% to the right. What this means is that the game generates the arrows, and for instance, if this arrow had come up, this creep will be attacking this hero. In the other 3 cases, since there is no creep or no hero on the other side, this character would attack the tower. Every tower has 40 health, and once a tower falls, it becomes an ancient which has 80 health. Once either 2 of a player's towers are destroyed, or a tower and an ancient are destroyed, that player becomes the losing player and the other one wins. So in this case we're just going to do the math. The Luna does 3 damage to Lycan, Lycan does 4 damage to Luna, 4, and then I actually forgot to read this character abilities. This is actually very important and I should have let you know. So that was my bad, and in this case, before the action phase, deal 1 piercing damage to a random enemy and add a charge to each Eclipse card in your hand or deck. So actually don't have Eclipse card because there are no blue cards, and in order to determine a random character, what I generally do is roll a die. If it's 5 characters, I usually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th will be a reroll. In this case, since it's just 2 characters, let's say odds is the creep, evens is Lycan. So the 1 piercing damage would have gone to the creep, and then I'm gonna take that health from him, and then what piercing means is that this damage skips whatever amount of armor the character has and just goes towards the health. It will be 1 damage directly towards the health. If the character has armor, usually, in this case these characters don't have armor, but usually if you do 3 damage to a character with 1 armor, you only do 2 damage to them. So now that we solved the hero's attacks, let's solve the creep's attacks. This character takes 2 damage, and then this character takes 2 damage. So because melee creeps do only 2 damage, so this creep dies. So we usually put creeps on that side to be able to count the gold. So after the combat phase is over, you count the gold earned. So in this case, 1 creep died on red's side, so this counts as 1 gold for green. If 1 hero had died, it would have meant 5 gold for the other player. So this time green earned 1 gold. Gold counters 1 gold, so you add it here. It's right on top of the shop. I usually erase them after that, and then we can actually make this 0, and then we move to the next lane. So we move to the next lane. So actually the initiative piece was on red's side, so it moves to green's side. If it had been on green's side, it would have moved to red's side. Okay, so the last person to make a move on one lane will be the second person to make a move on the next lane. So this time it will basically be the same thing for this lane. So again, the player with initiative throws whatever cards they want to use. If they don't, the other player chooses whatever cards they want to use. Then when nobody wants to make a move anymore, the combat is resolved. 1 creep attacked the tower, and then the heroes attacked each other. We count the damage taken. If any creeps or heroes died, we count the gold, and then we moved to the next lane. Finally, when we complete the actions on the 3rd lane, we go to the shop. So we didn't fully resolve the combat, but let's pretend that green had 6 gold at the end of the turn. We click flip and shuffle, and green has 6 gold to spend at the shop. Let's say we purchase this consumable. It gets added to green's deck, and then we're gonna click flip and shuffle, and then restock shop. That way we restock whatever cards need to be restocked, except the item deck, because the item deck does not restock. The very last thing you do on a turn is go to hero deployment. It's actually covered by these pieces, but it doesn't matter. You move whatever hero is in the ready position to whatever lane you want on the left slot for each lane. So let's say I want to move it to lane 2. Heroes that have died will go on next round, and the 5th hero does as well, so it gets moved to the ready position. Then what you gotta do is click on spawn creep here in the middle, and then deploy heroes. They will automatically be deployed, along with any arrows that need to be shown on the board. By the way, you should add 1 more mana to each tower at the start of each new turn. And we will do this until 1 player has lost 2 towers of 40 health, or a tower of 40 health and a tower of 80 health. So actually the very last thing I wanted to add is that I recommend you guys checking out a couple of links that I left in the description, 1 Reddit post and 1 video, and the website for Howling Mind for a draft simulator, where you can actually practice a very simple version of the drafting system that the game will have on launch.